back to my channel and my wretched nails. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? I will be doing my nails tomorrow, so don't judge me for my wretched nails. Anyway, so if you see in front of me, I have something new and beautiful. If some of you may know me pretty well, some of you may be new to getting to know me. I highly suggest watching a lot of my older videos. Not saying you have to, but if you want to, it kind of explains a lot of my craziness and my process in planning. This is something fairly new and is something that's probably going to stay in my planning life because it's going to be my go-to and it's going to be my main structured planning. That as much as I change in throughout other planners like my rings, bounds, and tens and things, this will always stay the same. So I want to talk about this because it's new and I need to give a shout out. One sec. First things first. Inside is the Hobonichi Weeks. I have been wanting a Hobonichi Weeks for quite some time. Knowing the setup and the paper were exactly what I needed. And I love the little hedgehog, so I finally have it, and I'm really excited about that. All right. By the way, I'm actually have worked on my studio, so I have a wonderful place to film, and so all the shaking and such that I didn't even think about, people that have vertigo and things like that actually can watch me now. So I do apologize for those that have trouble watching me because of all the shaking of the camera and things. So I hope this helps. Anyway, so the Hobonichi Weeks, I got the hedgehog. This is not the Mega Weeks. This is just the basic weeks. Sorry, there's like glue or something stuck. This material, if you're going to get the hedgehog, this is my first time owning a Hobonichi, and I must say that I adore it. But this is like literally like a silk tie material. It's amazing. And I got this cover specifically to match this. And so down the line, this cover was not cheap. So down the line, I will buy from this company again. We'll get into that in a second. Anyway, Hobonichi Weeks. So let's just do a quick run through. I've set up some post-its and things because and some of my drawings I've done in a lovely, this was like a Happy Meal. This is actually a sticker, but I can't come to use it as a sticker. Something I drew, some really bomb post-its. These actually were at the Target dollar spot, and they came in a huge set. I would highly suggest getting these. Let me see if I have it right here, like on hand. Yes, I do. Awesome. Okay, it came in a set of these, and I actually love this set. It's perfect. I'm using everything in here, which is great. I really do like this set because I mean, the design's great, but I've been looking for a water tracker type thing, and this post-it's perfect. So this was the set, Target dollar spot, for those of you that have a Target. That's where I got those. This is how I keep up with my water intake. The Hobonichi just has the 2008 view at a glance. I don't even know what this stuff says. I really want to learn the language, but I haven't yet. Anyway, it has a 2017. This is where I track my cycle and things like that. Just cycle as of now. I'm still figuring out how I want to use this. And then it has 2019. And then it has the year at a glance kind of, I get a lot of people track things on this. I was thinking of tracking my mood because that's important to me. Because I have depression and things like that. So I have to like really keep in check on that. But if you guys have any suggestions on what I can do, I'm sorry, y'all are probably shaking. No. If you have any suggestions on what I can do with this year at a glance, please, please, please keep me informed because or give me suggestions or like productive criticism. Please give it to me because I really need it. I want to do something great with this, and it may just be for my mood. This is my monthly. This is how I set up my monthly. that never really changes. All my monthlies and all my planners are kind of like this. This is where I track my schedule. It's color coded if you notice the colors. But I won't go. I did put these cute stickers. I love these stickers because they're very thin. So I've kind of decorated throughout. I haven't put the month on the side. I'm going to stick with that. I do like to do a, as you know, in my 2018 setup with my purple Malden, I do like to do a challenge every month, but that will be set up in my ring planner and not necessarily here. But if I decided to do that, I could set it up here or here. So that's great. What's great about this, in your month view, let me give you a month view this month. There we go. You have your month, and then you have, you obviously have your extra days that you could put washi tape on if you'd like. You could put your date, you could put your month here, or you could, it even has like a slight, like it shines through this highlight they have here. It shines through to this side, so you could actually use it as a header or a guideline for a header for something else. Like you could break it up into different sections, which is a really cool idea. And if you look closely, it has a faint checkbox here. And this is, I actually do use this for my monthly tasks, because I usually only have about 4 anyway, so I don't overdo it. So there's so much you can do with this. There's so many different ways, and I need to find the link so I can link it below, and I'll do that. Give me time to do it, but there are some great videos on how to use this Hobonichi weeks, and I'll show it to you. So what I've done on the days, this was a week that was here before I started using or got the Hobonichi week. So I covered it with a notepad paper so I can actually utilize my paper, and I love cats, so there's that. This I kept to show you how I decided to set up my weeks. As I've said before, if you've seen my 2018 setup, I like to break things up in sections, and which I'm doing here as well. There are faint dots and lines, and this is a grid on the side. It's wonderful. I really love this setup, and I'll probably put washi tape on the bottoms just to give that extra oomph, such as this, which I'll get to in a second. So must do, home, oh my goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry, so sorry. Alley or family, and then my personal, and then I turn it this way for my timed schedule. I have to have time management. It's just something I love doing, and it's necessary for me. So that's what that's for, and this is what it will end up looking like. It may look kind of cluttered and crazy, but I think it's beautiful. This is strictly functional. I have some pretty stuff going on, but it's not too much. To me, the prettiness comes from the highlighting of my color coding, and as you see, I write a lot. So this was the week of the 11th through the 17th, and then this is this week, and today is the 20th, so tomorrow is finally my holiday break. So it changed here. I'm not doing a time schedule here because it's not necessary. Now my daughter will be doing some daily tutoring. I'm going to tutor her daily, so I will be coming up with a holiday routine, but I will be putting that in my desk notebook. That's a whole nother story. Let me just kind of show you real quick. Boom. Oh my Lord Jesus, I'm so sorry. That is my desk notebook. If you're interested in seeing more in detail, I have done a video kind of going through it. But anyway, that's where that will be. Anything that's homebound, that kind of thing, notes, it just scratches, it all goes there. Even some very creative things will go there. It looks kind of a mess because I've been sitting at my desk for a while. Anyway, so that's there, but I use this very functionally, and as you see here with the sticker, I will be resting. I always find that after I go on breaks, I find that my body breaks down because it's just tired. So I have to take 2 or 3 days just to do nothing and rest. And since it's Christmas, it's the perfect time. Now I have a tendency to want to do home projects, so that will be going on. I've already accomplished part of something that I've wanted to, And that was the studio, and I've built up, meaning I've taken my furniture upwards toward the ceiling instead of spreading it out. And if you would like to see a studio, look, listen, I don't even want to call it a studio, just like my home workspace tour, let me know. We have a whole room dedicated for it. Anyway, so this is next week, and I actually put this is my birthday on the 29th, and I actually and I've tested out watercolored pencils in here. I'm hoping to get a really nice watercolor set. I have really bomb watercolors, but I like the portable type situation. So, and I'm giving my friend my Jane Davenport portable watercolor set. So I don't have one right now. I want to give it to her because I love her, and she loves Jane Davenport way more than I do. Anyway, that's not the point. I put the wrong, I like forgot what age I was or something. I'm not going to tell you, but I covered it up, and so I'm going to put my things I want to accomplish on my birthday. Believe it or not, my happiness comes in accomplishing tasks. So with that being said, let's move on. And so as you see, I've already set up, I start work back this day, so I'll start my routine back on this Monday to get used to the routine again. So this is what a blank page of the week looks like. A lot of people use, this is like a journaling side, and this is scheduling. I use the whole thing mostly as scheduling. As you saw, I do journal a little bit on the days that, as you see, on the days that, you know, I don't really need a time schedule, but I do like to manage my time. So you get, this goes all the way until sorry about my weird accent, December of next year. So that's wonderful. And then it has this wonderful note section. I love this section, you guys. And it actually has an index, and you see some bleed through here, and I'm totally fine with that. I've used this for some home projects, and I've drawn out what I wanted to do and build. I like to build furniture. I know that sounds like totally ungirly, but I like to build things with my hands. That's why I have wretched fingers. But they have wonderful note sheets. You got quite a few of them. I mean, look at it. All these are the given note sheets. In the back. That may not be enough for some people. I think it'll be enough for me. Like I said, this is my main planner. This is my on the go. It's also my wallet now, although I'm getting a phone case that has a wallet inside that, so that may end up being something. I don't know yet. It matches this as well. Anyway, so it has a My 100. I need help on this, you guys. Like, please give me something I can do with the My 100. I want to utilize this planner to its fullest potential. I really want to use this to the extreme. So if there's something like you think I could use this for, please let me know, because I still haven't come up with an idea. So what I've done, a lot of this is in Japanese, and I don't really understand it yet. So I covered it up to give me some extra note pages with some really cute note paper, because, you know, I'm obsessed with kawaii stuff. But I did keep the office exercises and the different languages sheet, and then covered up the rest with the cuteness. Oh, the cuteness. And then it has, like, this looks like it's like addresses and such, and just personal information. So, ooh, Lord snap. That's personal information. Not that it matters. It's all coded, so it doesn't matter. And then I just added some of my favorite note papers. This was like a few years back in the Target dollar spot. This brown paper. It's very thin and flimsy, but I love it because you can use a white gel pen for notes. So that's the Hobonichi Weeks, and that's the one I got. So let's talk about this cover for a second, okay? I splurged on this for Christmas for myself. My husband bought me the planner, surprising, and let me have it in advance so I could prepare for it. But I saw this cover and I was like, this Weeks cannot just not have a cover. And I thought about the Filofaxes, because y'all know how I feel about Filofax. Although, newsflash, I'm actually going into Franklin Covey soon, but we'll get onto that in another video. And I saw this on Amazon, and I love anything that's like very genuine leather and hand stitched. I love to support companies that do things by hand, and that's what this was. This is a company from Istanbul. And it actually got here in a really great time. They said it wouldn't be here until after January, but it got here literally like 2 days ago, and I really love it. It's the Galen leather, and I'm sure some of y'all have heard of this. There's been a couple of videos on this, but I'm going to admit, like, I got this. First off, the box is amazing. I'm keeping the box. I actually display it. I have some of my Hobonichi stuff, and then the information about it. And I love the best part about this is that the artist that hand stitched it puts their name on it. I'm like, yes. And it gives you information. I don't want to get too much in that because I want y'all to buy it. It's totally worth it. Yes, it's fairly expensive, but I want y'all to buy it because it's totally worth it. But it's Galen leather. It's handmade. It's burnished. I mean, you guys. Anyway, so let me just show you. I got the brown. They have purple, which is amazing that I did not get that because y'all know my favorite color is purple. But one of my gifts this Christmas, I'm expecting a Sydney fossil that is also this brown color, so I kind of want to match it all. I'm also getting a phone case of this brown color. My husband and I have gotten into the state of knowing what we're getting each other, just because we like practical, functional things. Anyway, moving on. Yes, it scratches easily. Okay, I'll be honest, and it has beautiful, I must say, already has beautiful marks and dings and things from the leather itself. But it's one of those things that if you love leather, you understand how it works. There's leather out there where it ages, it patinas, it ages, it's beautiful. You guys, the smell of leather, I can't even explain to you how much I smell this leather. Like, even just rubbing it, my hands smell of the leather. It's that beautiful. This was made specifically for the Hobonichi. You can also use it as an insert for your tan. Granted, for some tans, it may be a little too wide. A lot of people end up putting it in their tans because they don't want to damage the leather. But for me, I got this particular leather so it will scratch up. And it does. I was a little sad at first, I'll be honest. I was a little sad at first when it started scratching here, as you see. This was already there. That's just part of the leather itself. I mean, look at the stitching. How perfect is that stitching, you guys? May I just point out that for hand stitching, I mean, look at this. Anyway, let's talk about the configuration. This is the most amazing cover, and they also have many other leather items that they sell, like pin holders, pouches. They also have covers for all sizes. You could probably even request something, and then they would make it. It's quite amazing. And they even give you a charm and things I'm not going to show you, and a 10% off, which is here, but I'm not going to show you because it's mine. And you just got to get it. Their story is quite just so beautiful and amazing. And this is not sponsored, you guys. I bought this with my own money, and I would love for them to sponsor me, and I may even write them a letter saying, please sponsor me, or at least send me goods to share with the world, because your goods are amazing. So let's talk about the configuration. Let me take my baby out. Do not think, by the way, just because I have this Hobonichi weeks, it does not mean that I'm stopping all my other planners. That's not the case. This is just going to be like my thorough planner. Like, this is the one that will never change. This will always be with me. I just know it. I feel it in my heart. It's the one to survive. It's the one I'll put all my planning goods in. But for like my fun planning and my home planning, that's all going to be, anyway, more to come. Just stay tuned. Okay, so you have this nice, fairly deep pouch. It goes to about here. Here. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots, which I have 2 cards per slot, and it will over time start softening. This really cute partial secretarial, and this nice, I love this slot. It's the best decorating slot, and a beautiful pin loop. It actually has some elastic here, so you can put thicker pens in. Now, granted, you all, if you're a planner person, you understand that if you have a pen with grip on it or any kind of rubbery something, it's going to be a little more difficult getting your pen in and out than if it didn't. So I have this beautiful KKK pen. I love the way it writes. I'm actually getting for my birthday fountain pens, so I'm excited. It'll be my first fountain pens. I'm really excited about it because the Hobonichi paper is amazing for that. I'm even asked for Hobonichi paper like pack to print to put in my ring bound, so that'll be something as well. Anyway, and then you have this beautiful pocket here, which is where I stick my stickers and money, and because I work in cash mostly. And then you have this small pocket, which, by the way, would be best for the Hobonichi Mega. And then this is the pocket I use for the backing of my Hobonichi Weeks. And then it has this beautiful smooth zip here, which I put some stickers and some cards in. And you can put your money in that as well. It's fairly big. It's long. It's perfect for a wallet, you guys. If you love long, luxurious wallets, this is a beautiful wallet to have. That's why this is a planner wallet duo. You know that I used to use a pocket as that, but this is even more functional than that. I really love it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now, a lot of people, if you notice on the side here, it kind of pops up like this. A lot of people prefer it to be squeezed down. So people make their bands for it and everything. And if you're really bold, you could poke a hole through the middle. And you could turn this into a miniature TN if you wanted, if you're really bold, but I feel like I would disrespect the artist if I did that, but you may not feel that way. You could poke a hole right through the middle and create a band for it naturally. Now, I don't mind it poking up like this because I like to caress and molest this beautiful, I mean, it's just glorious. And they said the more you touch it, the better, because the oils from your hand get into those crevices and kind of clear up those scratches. I think that's wonderful. They have quite a sense of humor. Like, if you get this something from them, they're gonna send a little goodie, a surprise goodie, which I'm not gonna show you. It's a charm though, I'll tell you that. The authenticity, a 10% off, and the story. You guys, it's wonderful. I love this box too. I would highly suggest this. And they have different colors. They have a black. They have this beautiful, like, light brown. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. But this is just the brown, and I think it's beautiful. I can't stop touching it, you guys. I mean, I am just, like, in love with this. But I wanted to share this. This video is almost over. I wanted to share this because I feel like for planner people that are still finding their systems in the planning world, like especially if you're in ring bound and TNs, and even if you're in the Hobonichis, like it's really like if you love planning, you love all the systems. There's not like just one system. I do find that I get lost in the prettiness, and I love to craft. That's part of my thing. I'm an artist, so I love to craft and things. So I get lost in a lot of that. This is going to keep me stable. The reason why, and I've wanted a Hobonichi Weeks for a long time, and this is outside of this the cover, but I've wanted a Hobonichi's Weeks for a long time because I knew automatically like that I would love it. The week section is usually where I do a lot of my planning, the month and weeks, and it has just that, and the paper's beautiful, and it's very easy to take on the go. So that's why I chose the Hobonichi Weeks. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've kind of fallen in love, and it makes me question if I want to test out some of the other Hobonichis, but I am such a ring-bound girl. I love my rings, that I'm going to do my Franklin Covey thing for a little bit and share videos on that once I receive it, and so on and so forth. But I just want to suggest having a planner that's set in stone. It doesn't have to be for pretty planning, but just that quick, instant planning that you take with you. It could be a pocket size. It could be this. I would highly suggest that for anybody to take. Hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. So, y'all know how I feel about my pocket size planners. That is never going to go away. Like, my pocket is my jam. This is what I've set up for 2018 in my pocket. It's basically for notes. This is my color scheme. It's like this nice green and yellow. I've already set it up for it and ready to go. It's just very basic. It's not to be pretty planned in. It's just quick note kind of thing. I'm going to do a lot of tracking in here. It's going to be a lot of redundant things from this, but I'm doing this I have my purposes. It's a lot of tracking. This is literally for mostly notes. I got this when I was into my pocket way more at the time. Y'all have seen some of the videos, I'm sure, or if you have not checked them out, if you want to, no rush or pressure. I was a pocket planning girl, strictly just pocket, and so I ordered these for my setup until I realized what I truly wanted to do. This is a week on one page here, and then a note section, just like my Hobonichi. Go figure, it's the same kind of setup. Okay, same kind of setup. So this is gonna be like more like my journaling and like tracking. Like this is gonna be my just on the go inspirational. And I don't have a lot of cutesy stuff. It's just a little. I've already set it up, but I have notes. This is just note paper. And then I have it separated for some reason by accident. It just kind of happened. It just happened to be green paper that came with it. And then I have, as you see, some notes. And then a little notebook in the back that has washi tape samples, which I love. So, and it also has this. Anyway, this is a Filofax Classic, by the way. I love this planner. It's one of my favorites. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. It doesn't have that nice pocket in the back, but I love this. And so I plan on using this as a notebook because the Hobonichi Weeks does not have a lot of note pages that I just want to scratch notes in. This is made for that. So this is set up for 2018. So these two will be combined together. I'm afraid that that beautiful 2018 setup I had in my personal size Malden may not be used to its fullest, except maybe at home. These will be my traveling notebooks. Now I'm getting a Franklin Covey compact. I'll share more on that. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just kind of crazy. I just wanted to share my beautiful new purchase and just kind of talk y'all into checking them out. The guys seem very nice, and like I want to contact them, like I said, and just say thank you so much. I can tell you put a lot of love into your work, and like I'm totally thankful for you guys. So that's that. And if you don't have a Hobonichi Weeks, and then you should probably get some sort of Hobonichi something. And if you do, help a sister out. Tell me what I can do with this year to glance awesomeness. Like I really want to use this awesome, like to its fullest potential. And also the My 100. What do you use that for? Please leave comments. If you like it, comment. If you don't, comment. I can take constructive criticism well. I don't get angry. Now, if you just go out to be just pure evil and hateful, I don't even listen to that. I'll leave your comment up there because that just shows who you are. But it doesn't hurt me. Like, please give me constructive criticism. For example, if my camera moves too much, or if I talk too fast, or if my skin's not quite right, or my nails are wretched, please tell me so I can be better for you guys. All right, I love you all so very much, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye.